Hello everybody, this is 44 Politics here today with another video. So, before I get started, please feel free to like the video and subscribe so I can create more content. Okay, on to the video. Okay, this would be the 2020 presidential election if, let's say the third parties were like, I don't know, amped up to 11. If, like, every single person that could really run, I don't know, a successful bid as a third party, or at least win electoral votes, did that. So, this is an interesting scenario. So, it would be, Trump, Pence, Biden, Harris, but I'm also including Mitt Romney and Jeff Flake, Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard, and Gary Johnson and Justin Amash. So, yeah, this is certainly an interesting scenario. So, I'm going to give maybe some of the home states to the respective candidates. So, I'd say, I think Utah would go for Mitt Romney. I mean, Evan McMullin made it really close back in 2016, so I think that'd be feasible. Same with Vermont for Bernie Sanders. And I think, might also win Hawaii with Tulsi Gabbard. Gary Johnson and Justin Amash, Gary Johnson lives in New Mexico, as he was governor there. And Justin Amash is a representative from Michigan. So it'd be kind of hard to say if they actually won their respective home states. So I'm going to just leave those blank for now. Donald Trump would probably win the South. I'd say he win the South. Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Kentucky, Indiana with Mike Pence, Missouri. And then I think he'd win most of the regular Republican states, I think. I don't think Mitt Romney would really challenge him that much. I think maybe Mitt Romney would win Alaska, because I do not believe Trump is very popular there. But other than that, I think that he maybe might make Arizona competitive with Jeff Flake, but Jeff Flake wasn't very popular there either. So I think it's a swing state for now, or a toss-up. Okay, there we go. Joe Biden would probably win his home state and Kamala Harris's home state, so California and Delaware. He'd also probably win D.C. I think he'd win most of the Northeast. I don't think that they would split for a very liberal candidate such as Bernie Sanders. Okay, so here we go. I don't think New Mexico would go for Gary Johnson. If I go to 2016, so I'm going to head over to 2016 real quick, everybody. Sorry about that. There you go. And I'll see how much of the vote Gary Johnson got there. So, he got 9%. That's fair. That's a good amount. Hillary Clinton didn't even crack 50%, which is really interesting, as a matter of fact. 2012, he also ran, so let's see. He actually didn't even register up here. Okay, that's not very good. Okay, it's not very good for him. So, I don't think that he'd win it. I think he'd make it close. But in the end, Joe Biden might narrowly win it. And I put that as, lean. Okay, I think that Joe Biden lost Colorado in the primary. He didn't win it. I think that might be a way that, Joe Jorgensen is on there. Interesting. Yeah, I kind of doubt he'd win it. Oh, New Mexico. That makes more sense. I'm in New Mexico, not, let's see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to head back to the regular place to 2020 presidential election. I'm almost there, I promise. Jeez, okay. I'm sorry, everybody. That took way longer than it should. Okay, so heading to the Democratic primary, I think I might base this off maybe if, what states were won. Joe Biden lost Colorado, and he lost it by about 13%. So that could mean well for Sanders, honestly. I think he might win it. It's a pretty decently liberal place. I think that, honestly, they can win it, but the only thing is their senator, they have, Michael Bennet, a moderate Democrat. John Hickenlooper is about to, probably going to win there. Moderate Democrat. I don't think that they would go for Bernie Sanders. I think they would go for Biden. So I'm going to put that as maybe lean as well. Okay, Nevada. I think that would also go to... Actually, it'd be really contested there. So it could even... You can even have a Trump victory. If I want to go to Nevada in 2016, and let's see how close it was there. Currently, Joe Biden is leading by about 6%. Yeah, it was pretty close there. So I think with a ton of vote splitting, Donald Trump would actually take Nevada. So I'm going to put that as a lean, maybe tilt. Yeah. Arizona would probably be really contested as well. So I think it would also go to Donald Trump. Because he probably would have, you had the votes splitting from Biden to, Sanders and all these other people. So I think in the end it would go to Donald Trump. So Texas, I think, would be closer, but not that much closer. Yeah, I think a lot of the Ted Cruz voters would honestly go for Mitt Romney. Okay, I think Donald Trump would win most of these states. So, like, Iowa, Ohio, Georgia, Florida, and then North Carolina. So what's really going to be interesting is Maine, I think, would go to the Democrats. Maybe the first district would go to Bernie Sanders, and the second district would go to Donald Trump. New Hampshire, I think, would still go for Joe Biden. In the end, I think that there would be a lot of votes splitting. So, I mean, maybe Donald Trump would win. Bernie Sanders won it, so he might even get more. Yeah, and I get that to Bernie Sanders. Okay, so currently the vote, Gary Johnson does not have any votes right now, so for electoral votes. Bernie Sanders has 12, Mitt Romney has 9, Donald Trump has 257, and Joe Biden has 204. So this would be the first time in about 42 years that third-party candidates have won electoral votes. First time since George Wallace, I believe. And that's amazing. I mean, let's count 2016 with faithless electors, which I don't. Yeah, it's several decades. So I don't think that Justin Amash would win. I kind of doubt that, to be honest. I think there'd be a lot of Green Party liberal voters going for Sanders. A lot of libertarian and maybe like never Trumpers going to Gary Johnson and Justin Amash. But that would split between Mitt Romney. There'd be the Trump voters and the Biden voters. So I'd give that one to Biden. Just narrowly, so tilt. And I think the rest of the rest vote would go to him. It's just kind of unlikely that it would go for any other candidate. And then Minnesota, I think, would still go to Joe Biden. Okay, that's pretty much it. Not a super interesting map. It would be a tie, and I think it would be pretty interesting because if there were third-party candidates, they might have, like, third-party candidates in the House as well. So it might be really contested. I think that maybe Joe Biden would win. I think that a lot of the more progressive members of Congress, like, AOC, would vote for Bernie Sanders, but they don't control the state delegations because each state gets one vote. So, yeah, I think that Joe Biden would probably win because I think the Democrats are going to flip a lot of the state legislators. No, not state legislatures. The House representatives, the delegations from each state. So I think they're gonna win. They only need like 2, and they're tied in Pennsylvania and Michigan. Or not Michigan, because in Michigan there's Justin Amash, so he would vote for Trump in this timeline, of course. So, yeah. Yeah, so I think Joe Biden narrowly wins, and, it'll probably turn out, Joe Biden will be the next president, Kamala Harris will be the next vice president. The first time in 42 years that a third-party candidate received 2 electoral votes. It might be probably the first time in 100 years, maybe. Even more, more than 100 years that 2 third-party candidates got electoral votes. It'd be huge. So yeah, that's all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be uploading election night on Sunday. Been working really hard on it, so I hope you all subscribe so you can see it. Leave a comment in the comment section down below how you think this scenario would go. Like the video so more people can see my content. Thank you all, and goodbye.